modern aerial and surveillance capability is all the more felt given the territorial disputes that we in the Philippines are involved in.
Philippines to pour 40 billion pesos, $700 million into a new squadron of next-generation FA-50 fighter jets. One bold message: the Philippines is done playing defense. It's taking control of the skies. This headline isn't just about jets. It's about a nation drawing a hard line in the clouds. As the Philippines commits to acquiring a full squadron of next-generation FA-50 Fighting Eagles, it sends a thunderous signal to both friends and foes. The era of outdated aircraft and underpowered air defenses is over. The country is launching into a new age of military capability, fast, focused, and formidable. In the heart of the Indo-Pacific, where power struggles are intensifying and maritime flashpoints are multiplying, the stakes have never been higher. Can a nation without air dominance truly protect its sovereignty? That question has become impossible to ignore. The Philippine Air Force, once hindered by aging fleets and insufficient funding, is now undergoing a dramatic transformation, reclaiming its role as a credible force in regional security. This landmark FA-50 acquisition isn't just a defense deal, it's a turning point. It equips the Philippines with a modern multi-role fighter jet fleet capable of securing airspace, projecting power across contested seas, supporting ground operations, and reinforcing key alliances. At a time when tension defines the terrain, this move redefines the balance. The sky is no longer a vulnerability. It's becoming the Philippines' newest weapon of strength. What if the skies above the Philippines were no longer a vulnerability, but a force multiplier? In an age where aerial dominance defines strategic advantage, the FA-50 Fighting Eagle emerges as a game-changer. Sleek, fast, and fiercely adaptable, this supersonic jet represents a leap forward in air power for a nation determined to defend its territory and support its forces on the ground. Co-developed by Korea Aerospace Industries, KAI, and American defense powerhouse Lockheed Martin, the FA-50 is designed to be compact, yet lethal. Unlike heavier, more expensive fighter platforms, the FA-50 strikes a balance between affordability and cutting-edge performance. It's not just a plane, it's a battlefield asset with multi-role capabilities. This aircraft can shift seamlessly from air-to-air combat to precision ground attack missions, while also carrying out surveillance and reconnaissance operations. For a country like the Philippines, where every defense peso must count, that kind of versatility is invaluable. So what's under the hood? The FA-50 is equipped with an ELM 2032 radar system, advanced electronic warfare suites, Tactical Link 16 data links, and an avionics cockpit that supports night operations and all-weather missions. Its arsenal includes AIM-9 Sidewinder missiles for air defense, AGM-65 Mavericks for ground targets, and a range of precision-guided bombs and rockets. With a combat radius of approximately 555 kilometers, a max speed of Mach 1.5, and a 4.5-ton payload across 7 hardpoints, it can respond rapidly to threats, whether over open water or dense terrain.
Our nation's continued enhancement in air strength over the years, the air capability that we have used and continue to employ in our national effort towards nationhood.
The Philippines isn't new to the FA-50. Between 2015 and 2017, the country acquired 12 units of the FA-50PH, which quickly became one of the most active and trusted assets in the Philippine Air Force. These jets played key roles in territorial patrols over the West Philippine Sea, supported ground forces during the Marawi siege in 2017, and even contributed to disaster response operations and pilot training. Time and again, PAF leadership has praised the FA-50 for its reliability, cost-effectiveness, and mission adaptability. Can one aircraft really do it all? Defend territory, strike targets, train pilots, and gather intel? The answer, as the FA-50 continues to prove, is a resounding yes. And with a new squadron on the way, the Philippines is doubling down on a jet that has already earned its wings. How does a $700 million deal reshape an air force and a country's defense posture? For the Philippines, this landmark investment in a new squadron of FA-50 Fighting Eagles is more than a procurement package. It's a strategic upgrade to the very foundation of national security. Valued at 40 billion pesos, the acquisition, expected to include 12 to 18 additional jets, brings with it not just cutting-edge aircraft, but a full suite of enhancements: pilot and ground crew training, critical spare parts, logistics support, and potentially upgraded avionics and weapons systems. It's a comprehensive boost to capability, readiness, and regional deterrence. At the core of this decision lies the urgent need to reinforce air defense. The Philippines has long faced challenges in protecting its vast airspace, and these new FA-50s are expected to close dangerous gaps in interception and quick response capabilities. From scrambling against unauthorized aircraft to deterring incursions near national borders, the expanded fleet will offer faster reaction times and greater coverage than ever before. Maritime security is another key driver. With tensions rising in the West Philippine Sea and frequent reports of intrusions into the country's exclusive economic zone, EEZ, the FA-50s will become critical tools for monitoring and responding to potential threats. Working in tandem with the Navy, they can patrol contested waters, gather intelligence, and provide precision support to maritime forces, all without relying solely on foreign assistance. On the ground, these jets also serve a crucial role. Equipped for close air support, CAS, the FA-50s offer rapid firepower to assist troops engaged in counterinsurgency or internal security operations. Whether it's striking fortified positions or delivering precision-guided munitions against hostile elements, but the FA-50 isn't only a war-fighting machine, it's a versatile platform for peace. In disaster response scenarios, its advanced sensors and surveillance systems can aid in search and rescue missions, assess damage in real time, and even help coordinate the delivery of relief supplies to remote or devastated areas. In a country prone to typhoons, earthquakes, and volcanic eruptions, that kind of responsiveness saves lives. Strategically, the deal also pushes the Armed Forces of the Philippines, AFP, toward a higher level of joint force interoperability. Integrated into the country's C4ISR, command, control, communications, computers, intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance network, these jets will communicate seamlessly with ground units, naval assets, and allied forces, especially the United States and ASEAN defense partners. This synergy boosts not only readiness, but also regional credibility. While final delivery dates remain to be confirmed, a phased rollout is expected, starting with an initial batch, followed by structured training and full operational deployment. Once fully integrated, the expanded FA-50 fleet is projected to increase the Philippine Air Force's modern fighter strength by a significant percentage, improving sortie rates, pilot proficiency, and long-term logistical support systems. What does this mean for the Philippines? It means more than stronger skies. It means a smarter, faster, and more resilient Air Force, ready to meet both today's threats and tomorrow's unknowns. In a region where airspace is becoming as contested as maritime territory, the the Philippines' decision to expand its fleet of FA-50 fighter jets lands at a critical geopolitical moment. The South China Sea remains a persistent flashpoint, with overlapping claims, gray zone tactics, and increasingly frequent encounters between military assets.
外舰突然加速，向我领海逼近。
战斗起步！战斗起步！
Meanwhile, rising tensions in the Taiwan Strait have global security watchers on edge. Across Southeast Asia, nations are rapidly boosting their defense budgets, signaling a shared recognition that deterrence and readiness are now essential components of national survival. In this shifting landscape, the FA-50 acquisition doesn't just strengthen the Philippine Air Force, it strategically repositions the country as a more credible air power within the first island chain, a zone of growing importance in Indo-Pacific military planning. As neighbors such as Vietnam, Indonesia, and Malaysia modernize their own fleets, the Philippines is making its own statement. It intends to protect its airspace, its territorial waters, and its sovereignty with modern, agile, and capable assets. This move also deepens defense ties between Manila and Seoul. South Korea, through Korea Aerospace Industries, KAI, has been a consistent defense partner, supplying not only aircraft, but also expertise. With the new FA-50 deal, both sides are exploring broader avenues of cooperation, including technology transfer, localized maintenance facilities, and even future co-development opportunities. This defense-industrial collaboration could open the door to more sustainable long-term upgrades for the Philippines, reducing reliance on foreign servicing and creating potential economic benefits through local defense jobs and training. To put things into perspective, the Philippines currently operates 12 FA-50 PH aircraft, and the upcoming acquisition will significantly increase that number, enhancing fleet depth and mission flexibility. In contrast, Indonesia maintains a diverse inventory including Su-27s, Su-30s, and F-16s, and has recently moved to acquire the next-generation KF-21. Vietnam continues to rely on its fleet of Su-30 Mk2s for multi-role combat, while Malaysia operates older MiG-29s and FA-18 Hornets, with ongoing discussions about replacements. While each country tailors its air power to unique defense needs, the Philippines' FA-50 program positions it firmly in the middle tier of capable regional air forces, with room to grow, especially through multilateral exercises and joint operations. Beyond sheer numbers, the strategic symbolism of this deal is significant. It signals to allies that the Philippines is serious about regional security, and to adversaries that it is not standing still. As defense officials finalize the quantity of aircraft, delivery schedules, and integrated system upgrades, possibly including advanced radars like AESA and new precision munitions, the FA-50 program may evolve from a stepping stone into the core of the country's future air doctrine. In a region where credibility is power and deterrence is diplomacy, the Philippines is taking a measured but meaningful step toward a more secure, sovereign, and self-reliant future in the skies. While the FA-50 acquisition is often viewed through a defense and strategic lens, its ripple effects extend far beyond the cockpit. Economically, this landmark investment stands to generate significant domestic value. As training ramps up and support infrastructure expands, new jobs will emerge in aircraft maintenance, logistics, engineering, and simulation training, creating fresh opportunities for Filipino talent and technical expertise. If structured with industrial participation or offset agreements, the deal could also usher in local defense industry engagement, allowing Filipino companies to contribute to the servicing, supply chain, or eventual manufacturing support of the fleet. This not only builds long-term sustainability for the Air Force, but also strengthens the country's aerospace and defense ecosystem. Beyond economics, the acquisition delivers an important boost to national morale. In a region where assertiveness often defines influence, Filipinos increasingly view military modernization not as an act of aggression, but as a rightful assertion of sovereignty and self-respect. The FA-50s have come to symbolize more than military hardware. They represent national pride, confidence in the capabilities of the Armed Forces of the Philippines, AFP, and belief in a future where the country can defend its skies without hesitation. Public support for the modernization effort has grown steadily, with many seeing it as long overdue, a necessary step in securing the nation's independence, dignity, and regional standing. In this way, the FA-50 acquisition is not only strengthening the Philippines' air defense, it's also building national unity, inspiring youth, and opening doors for economic growth and technological progress. It is, in every sense, an investment in the nation's future. The acquisition of additional FA-50 Fighting Eagles is more than a procurement milestone. It's a defining moment in the evolution of the Philippine Air Force. For decades, the PAF operated with modest capabilities, often constrained by outdated platforms and limited resources. Now, with this bold investment, the country is making a clear shift from reactive defense to credible deterrence, from symbolic presence to strategic utility. The skies over the Philippines are no longer passive territory. They are becoming a controlled, capable, and responsive domain. Looking ahead, this acquisition is just one chapter in a broader modernization story. The Philippines is already laying the groundwork for future enhancements, including multi-role fighters like the F-16 or Gripen, more advanced integrated radar systems, and the strengthening of air bases, logistics, and command infrastructure. Each new step brings the country closer to a fully modern, interoperable, and self-reliant defense posture, one that can stand firm in the face of evolving regional threats. But the FA-50 is more than metal and electronics. It is a symbol of national will, of rising capability, and of a country no longer content with being underprepared. It represents the Philippines' enduring commitment to protect its people, uphold its sovereignty, and contribute to the broader security and stability of the Indo-Pacific. With eyes turned skyward, the message is clear. The future of Philippine air power has taken flight, and the sky is no longer the limit. Thank you for tuning in to our channel. If you enjoyed the video, please remember to like, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel for more in-depth analysis of global issues.